Hi, yes. So this is going to be one of my first, sort of in-depth videos. I don't want to keep it too long. I'm just going to actually, probably should have done this at the start, but we're going to do it now. So this is the trade I wanted to go over in this video, which is a trade from Monday this week. Here we are. Now this I thought, and we'll go in more depth later, but this is absolutely beautiful. I want to say beautiful, I mean stunningly beautiful. Like gorgeous. Anyway, before we get into the trade for Monday, there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about. Obviously, this is only going to be maybe my third or fourth video on the TikTok. Obviously, I'm brand new to it all, so I just wanted to give you a bit of an introduction about me. My name's Ethan. I'm from the UK, and I'm a trader. I'd probably say I'm a beginner at the moment, but I'm a trader. Some reasons why I've started this and why I trade. I'd probably say I've started this because I've seen over the past 9 months since I started trading that the best thing for me is, speaking with like-minded people and connecting with people in the same similar situation to me and in similar shoes. Um, you know, trading 9 months ago changed my life. And when I say change my life, I haven't made any money from this yet. I'm not going to sit here and beat around the bush and tell you all that, I've made £1,000 and nearly every single day, blah, 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 what, all these other people say. I haven't made a single penny. But 9 months ago when I come across this and charts for the first time, I got this drive, I got the passion, just off looking at it, and ever since then I haven't looked back. And, trading for me, it just gives me a hunger to succeed, and I just want the people around me to to really look at me and go, you know what, Ethan's doing really, really well. We're so proud of him. I want, my partner to be over the moon proud with me. I want her to look at me and go, you know what, I'm with a fantastic guy. Who's really, really doing well. And I know trading can do that for me, and I hope through this TikTok that, I can link up with like-minded people that want to do well, that want to succeed, that want to put the work in, and I know that will have a good impact on me and vice versa. Yeah, so now I've had a bit of a rant and I'll give you a bit of an intro about me. So this trade from Monday, obviously the 22nd of June, obviously it's now Friday, and P&L has been absolutely awful since this Monday. Don't even get me started, and I'm sure, knowing me, I'll have a rant about it in about 5 minutes, but we're going to go over this first. Now, this is my strategy. Some people probably from day one want to know what strategy I use, what I trade, sessions, etc. This, in a nutshell, is my strategy. It's what I look for going into the charts every single day. I just want to mention, just before I delve into this, that there's a streamer that I've been watching for the best part of about 9 months now. He's called Benjamin SMC. He's from Toronto, I believe. He's Canadian, obviously. And he's honestly a fantastic guy. He's taught me everything that I know for completely free. And he has pretty much got me to where I am now. So I would not recommend him enough. He's honestly a fantastic guy, really down to earth. So yeah, I just wanted to just mention him. So yeah, this trade, obviously, I look for AMD, New York Open, 9:30. So I'm just gonna go into quite a bit of detail on this for the people who are a bit unsure, who are maybe brand new. Some people watching this will probably know a lot more than me and think, what's this guy on about? But some people won't. And like I said, I am a beginner. I'm still learning. I'm nowhere near perfect, but anyway, I'm going to get started. So at 9 o'clock on Monday, this is just me analysing. From 9 o'clock to maybe 20 past 9, I'm just analysing. I'm setting up for the day. I'm getting my bias, etc. So I've created it into a box of things that I was looking for within that time zone. and I'm going to explain obviously what I was looking for. So within this first purple box here that I'm hovering over, obviously it's hit 9 o'clock. I am just analysing. That's all I'm doing is analysing what is going on in this little time zone from 9 o'clock all the way up until 9:30. Now obviously 9:30 hits and we get a bit of a spike to the upside, and now I would call this a bit of consolidation. Now straight away at 9:30, which again is something I look for, and you know, all the people that trade this similar strategy to me also look for this as well, is a bit of volatility. Obviously this was absolutely plain Jane boring. We've got a bit of volatility now, and straight away it's, you know, makes me lift my chin up off the desk, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so now going into 9:30, we're getting a bit more, you know, manipulation. But I'm really looking for in this box here that expansion higher, obviously, because you can see from the actual trade that I didn't actually take this trade, surprisingly. I set it up correctly, which is why I feel like I can, you know, go into my thought process on it, but I didn't actually trade it, and I don't know why. Again, that probably comes from me being a beginner, but yeah, anyway. So, so we're still manipulating, but we haven't really got that, you know, expansion to the upside for me. So in this little box here, I'm still waiting for that clear direction upwards, but obviously it's just chopping. It's quite volatile, but it's still chopping. But here is where we going into, what time is it here? 9:48 is where I really got interested in this and intrigued into it. Now the reason why I say that is because we've created a higher low, and we've then expanded. This is still the manipulation phase. We've expanded. We're still manipulating, and we've created a higher high. So just going off from 9:30, in this 20 minutes from 9:30 up until 9:50, we have created a higher low and a higher high. But I know my bias. I know what I'm looking for throughout the day. I'm targeting midnight open. There's a fair value gap resting down here. I know what I'm targeting, but I'm still looking for that manipulation to the upside. Now it's created a higher high. Straight away, now it's created this higher high here. I'm covering over at 10 o'clock. Which 10 o'clock is a massive, you know, a key time. And we'll go into this on another future video, which is, you know, it's quite common for news to be released at this time, etc. This is shaping up to be perfect for what I'm looking for, and especially within, you know, with this trade potentially being in that kill zone, which is 10 to 10 and 10 past 10, and that is when ideally I'd look to take my trade. So you're looking at this now. So we've got the manipulation. I'm happy with the manipulation we've got. It's created a high high, and now it's taken the high, which is, oh, I forgot what it's called now. No, this is the beginning when we come out. But anyway, it'll come to me. We've created high highs, and now we've created. Let me just go into the 5 minute, because I swear I saw something that's 5 minute. It's taken me all the way back to the start. Hang on, bear with me. I will one day get to the grips of this. No, ignore me. I'll go back to the 1 minute. I'm having a bit of a beginner moment here. I will clean up on this, I promise. Mate, it's this. There's another trade I took, but I did actually take that one, which was pretty good. But we'll do that in another video. Where are we here? Come on, Monday. Come on. Right, here we are. We're back. Right. So now I've seen the high get taken and then the rip down. So I'm looking at the rip down and going, yes, we've taken the high. We've formed a new high and we've got that rip down. Then we've got a break to the downside. But again, that would indicate with some people's strategies, and you know, I'm not saying it doesn't for me, but that would indicate that we're now starting to perform that distribution. But, and again, I'm going to mention his name again, Benjamin SMC. When I was first starting out months ago, I was just looking for a break to the downside, taking that, entering, and hoping for the best, pretty much. But when I say I've come along This is what I mean. Now, I look for a certain amount of PDRAs to be disrespected before I enter a trade. Now, I could have entered here off this fair value gap. You know, I've got a bit of momentum downwards. I could have set my buy limit, my sell limit, sorry, here. Put my stop at that high there, and then targeted midnight open all the way down there at about what? A ratio of about a 10 to 1 or whatever it is. Whatever you call it. But no, I needed to wait for that extra confirmation. And I needed to see, you know, for example, look, you've got a fair value gap here that's played into disrespected. Then I've seen a break to the downside. I'm still not entering at this point. That is 2 confirmations for me that we could be performing that distribution, but I'm still not there yet. Now, here is another very, very important thing, that there's a fair value gap that has not been played into previously. You know, that's what you call unfilled, but then we've totally ripped through that. We've ripped through it. It then forms an order block. Now, we're literally on, what, the 4th PDRA here, and I'm still not in. But like I said, I like to disrespect or react off at least 3. That shows me that there's a lot of confirmation there, there's a lot of bearishness there to then perform that distribution. Now, I'll zoom in at this order block that's, you know, been made. See, it's a little bit past the kill zone, but I don't mind because it's performed what I've been looking for within the charts. Yes, it could take a little bit longer, which has been quite common recently. But again, it's performed an order block, and it's also still within this fair value gap here. Now, it's wicked up into the order block and then disrespected it again. So that's my confirmation then to then enter. I actually entered a bit earlier, looking back on it now, than I should have done. I normally would wait for it to then disrespect this order block and then enter, but I must have been, having a confident Monday. I entered there, and it was just perfect. And again, you probably can tell by just how I've described that I'm still quite rusty. I'm very, very raw, and obviously I'm a beginner, like I've said, but it was just absolutely perfect. And that is why I trade. Well, it's one of the reasons why I trade, and it's what I look for. So yeah, that's sort of everything for today's video. I've given you a bit of an introduction about me. If you think, looking obviously back to the start, if I sound like someone you'd want to resonate with, or you do resonate with, that you'd want to be in contact with, you'd want to be involved with within the trading industry, I'm more than happy to get in touch. Drop me a follow me. I'll probably end up following you back. And yeah, I'm looking for like-minded people to come on this journey with me. So yeah, I don't care whether you've been trading for 35 years or you've just seen my video and you've said, you know what, I want to get into this too. I really don't care. It's not about that for me. Trading, I know, is a long process, and I only want people that are going to put the work in. I don't want lazy people. I don't want, people that are just going to put others down. I don't got time for it. But you know what, if it sounds like you, then yeah, please drop me a follow, drop me a message, and yeah, we'll take it from there. So yeah, thank you very much.